tunnel
Let's
a
go.
moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks.
You don't have to, cuz. Let's get it.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up. And
I do need another fallback team, though. I ain't gonna lie.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Are they gonna be fooling, all right? Hey, Greg, you watching or you about to get it? You about to get yours in?
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll power his way up near the 25.
Oh, yeah.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'll get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Carson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set
I hear you.
2nd and 7. From the 39, Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Yes.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble.
That's what we
and
talked
now
about.
it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I want to play somebody who don't got corona. Remember dude said hey, that motherfucker stupid.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Oh yeah, they was talking crazy to me too. I was like, man. Yeah, Shadow.
They run the counter. Carson.
Yeah, he had me figured out, but I think I figured it out a little bit. I got a little. Yeah. That's what made my run game better. Cause I've been having to figure out a way to stop it. That's why you've been catching me snoozing, because I've been practicing with it, playing with it. But it's cool, though.
Just a yard on that last run.
Yeah, I figured it out, though. Got a little adjustment for his ass.
Shotgun, Wilson. And this is
what was he doing? Oh, man.
And he is tackled inside the 40 to the 35. 11 yards there and a first down.
No, man. I thought I had to pick. I don't see where. He went to snatch it.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a second and long.
Now we know what side he gonna be going to. We know what side. I think I know.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive.
I gotta keep the blunt lit for this.
Instead, third down.
This shit getting intensive, boy.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. Third and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Forced out to his left.
Get the fuck out of here. Good shit.
Give him 30 yards.
I couldn't see what you was down there doing. All I heard was
so far on this first drive.
Oh, no doubt about it. They're moving around really successfully.
That fucked me all
Look
up.
at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about
I can dig it, though. I can dig it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
Once I learn how to tighten up on the foot of run, shit, everything else falls in play.
And it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone.
Wow.
Touchdown. DK
That boy got up
Metcalf.
in there. I knew you was though, cuz, but I feel like I did good though, cause this took you a little minute.
Score on the opening drive.
It took you a little minute.
Myers connects
This
on
shit
the
though.
PAT, and that makes
I
the
still
score
feel good.
7-0.
You did what you were supposed to do.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to
Now
put
let's
it
see what we
away.
gonna do.
That's fielded in the end zone.
You see I rocked him to sleep? Look at that boy.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Breeze. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Ooh.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I seen him. I threw that late. My dude was open though.
And you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, we definitely going to keep control of this
they
motherfucking ball.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Now Breeze
Got him.
on the bootleg.
Got him.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 28 yards. As his guys are on the board.
That's why I was like, damn, spotted them blocks.
And they're able to
They was probably hard.
started with a battle in the trenches. They
Let's go.
And they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with the grab. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is absolutely lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This will be fielded at the 6.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cameron Jordan able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. This complete to Lockett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there. First down. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10 on first down. It's Carson, and this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
14.
Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab the nugget when I can.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it.
So only could do that to some of us.
Which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From just shy of midfield, Breeze, the 20, and Thomas has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20 from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown Saints. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20.
Wow.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It's a gain of 63 yards. First down, Seahawks.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run it with Carson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Damn.
Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and through by Myers. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Damn.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Myers connects on the
I gotta
PAT.
strategize. I keep on
and the
forcing
decision
shit.
to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Damn.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Yeah.
He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the
shit, let's go here. Shit, we still got plenty of time.
Football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Come on.
Down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 62 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Carson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Carson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Lynch running the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 34-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. That's caught inside the 20. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 46 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Right. Do that 2 times.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
We ain't worried about that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he
damn, I messed that up.
Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And now it's second down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Good D.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's third down.
13.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans. Breeze now on first down. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I do that every time.
Jadeveon Clowney and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Good shit,
Picked off at the 20.
I tried.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm getting a good feel. I'm getting a good feel. I see why you picking it.
And checking the timeouts. They do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Nowhere to escape when he goes
I seen him pop out. I was like, damn.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside
How
the 25.
he end up picking him up?
All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 89 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen. Can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it
yeah,
really
I noticed
doesn't.
that.
And you're exactly
my
right.
dude too
Many
slow
people
for that, though.
dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen?
Yeah.
He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
It got his man.
I did it.
Complete.
I did it. I did it.
Now the
I
Saints will
did
use their
that.
third and
Yeah, okay.
final timeout. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Gave me
So
a
how
weapon.
about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside.
Yeah, and it's better than dropping all the way back and
10.
getting sacked.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze.
Oh,
Breeze
shit.
lost the football. So
I
it
choked
goes
a
as a
little bit.
fumble,
Good
but the
shit.
key
Yeah,
thing,
the defense.
not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big,
Good
isn't
game.
it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He's got Smith here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.